Varsity Club, welcome back to another classic. Just chilling, got a guy deep. Almost he's gonna run this one. Chamberlain hit. Kind of nice. Melo's gonna be Gilmore. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't. Let's jump into the action. Look, let's be honest, last week was a terrible one. We lost against an opponent that had only won one game prior to beating us, and that's embarrassing. But this week, we have to go ahead and look past that. We're facing Marshall. They're a tougher team than what FAU was, so we've got to make sure we're clicking on all cylinders without a key player. A lot of you have been waiting to see what the injury to Mr. John McConnell ended up being. It's not terrible, but it's not great. A strained pectoral muscle, 2 weeks out. We've got a backup quarterback in who's a senior who can do his job, but we've got to make sure when this dude comes back, we protect him. Things have gotten crazy. A lot of you guys have also asked us to rock some different uniforms. We're spicing it up a little bit, okay? Our starting quarterback's down. We gotta rock the orange pants. But all jokes aside, this is a very important game. We were ranked last week, the first time in school history, and then we lost our ranking for the first time in school history. So a lot of firsts last week. None of them were really good. I think the biggest thing we're trying to do to make sure we succeed today is have a way better play calling system than what we've had in weeks prior. We've been struggling a little bit because of it, and we're going to try to be smarter despite the loss there. A big goal for today as well is to make sure that Mr. Marvin Derwin is super involved in the game, both passing and rushing. He's a stud. We've got to make sure we use him as much as possible. And we've got a guy in. Look at Lonnie Downs. Get hit and drop that one. Honestly, I know the play didn't work out in our favor, but I take that play 10 times out of 10. It's a guy deep down the field that you trust to make a play. You just got to get him the ball and hope for the best. And Derwin just got lit up. Marshall came to play. Now, wait a second. Marshall had a 5-yard penalty when he kicked the punt, so we're just going to go ahead and try to go for it. Is it risky? Yes, but I believe in taking calculated risks. We've got Derwin back there, okay? We're fine. We're fine. Look, that run's just showing Derwin is ready to go. This dude is ready to be that every down back for us, and he's showing it. We got to make sure we keep him involved. Speaking of Derwin, we get it right back to him again. The young fella almost breaks that tackle and picks up 9. 2nd and 1, Derwin in the backfield with Buchner. Young fella, I see you a little slow out of the backfield that time, but the man picks up 9 yards again. He is a machine. It's crazy to think we had Derwin on our roster this entire time, and he's exactly what we wanted Miller Moody to be. Crazy. 1st and 10 again. Buchner makes an adjustment. Buchner's chilling. Got a guy deeper. Go throw it over the top, and Miller Moody at the 1. Put your arms out. And it's a touchdown. I mean, that might have been a touchdown in my opinion. As much as I want to challenge that play, this isn't really the situation where we can obviously challenge. We're going to try to get our guy Derwin in the end zone here. Little halfback toss for him, and Miller Moody comes up short. Marvin Derwin does not. We'll take the lead. That's what we're looking for here. See what our defense can do against Marshall. Look at Magwood coming through with a big tackle. We have struggled an incredible amount against the run defense this year. We're hoping we can be good against the run and the pass in today's game. We're in East Center. Quarterback throws one. Again, we had a lot of guys blitzing. The heck? Is he the Terminator? Block in the back. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm gonna take full responsibility. We didn't have our guys back in coverage. We didn't have a safety over the top, and we paid dearly for it. Aiming back here, trying to get the running game going. Cuts it up the middle and picks up 2. That is unbelievably frustrating with what happened there. 2nd and 8, Buchner. Dropping back. Got his guy across the middle and gets lit up before he can get it out. Marshall had no momentum, and now, honestly, they've got a lot of it. We're going to send our guy Lonnie Downs deep. Couple of options outside of him. Look at this. The big fella, Kalen Harris, picking up the yards. We forget about him, but when he catches it, he's ready. Terrible zone play coverage there. Didn't work out too well for them. We're back out here across the 50. Trying to get the ball in Derwin's hands. Derwin finds a little bit of a gap and picks up 4. Derwin's getting pretty close to 50 yards rushing here in the first quarter already. That's a positive sign for how this team is running things. Miller Moody, speaking of positive signs, I like the spin move. Just don't know why we exactly did it. Back in the red zone, we've been pretty good here. Gonna put Kalen Harris in motion to get an extra blocker for Derwin. Derwin looking for the gap, finds some, cuts up the middle, and look at Derwin get nearly the 1st down. 2nd and inches for Derwin. Cuts up the middle. Look at Marvin Derwin find the gap, get in the end zone. We got a real live running back there, and he's trying to set some records today. Biggest thing for us right now is making sure we have safety help. Our corners are solid, they're just not great, and we've got to make sure they got some help over the top. Marshall's quarterback seems to be absolutely in shambles. He's going to run this one. Chamberlain hits him, forces a fumble, and Magwood recovers it. This is what we needed last week against FAU. We couldn't get it. One more look at it here. You run, you're done. Big time players make big time plays, and what an unbelievable hit by Mr. Chamberlain. Back out here with the ball. Derwin again, trying to scoot a little bit. Look at the man. I mean, this dude's picking up 8, 9, 10 yards almost every carry. This dude is on pace to have over 100 yards rushing in the first half. Wild. Considering what he's normally getting, we should have been feeding this dude a long time ago. That being said, we don't want to become too one-dimensional here. Derwin bounces it to the outside, cuts it up, stiff arms a man, and nearly gets in. He's going to get 5, though. From the 2-yard line, not sure if Derwin's still going to be in here. He is. Probably the last carry he can take before he ends up going out for a breather. Trying to get him in the end zone. Derwin's going to go in. 3 rushing touchdowns in the first quarter. Ties the school record. I think he's setting some today. So we figured out our defense's biggest problem, just making sure we have safety help over the top. Shut down the run, and you'll be just fine. 1st and 10 here. Marshall looking for something. They go across the middle. Chamberlain's going to hit him, and that man did a pirouette. Picking up here in the second quarter again. 2-score lead. Gotta love that. Trying to get in the backfield. Marshall's QB, though, is just getting protection for days right now. No safety help on this one. Seeing how it works out. Chamberlain patrolling. Thought they might be going for a run. They did not. They go for a short pass, though, which is okay. That was Scarcell in that reception. That dude, again, remember, went for literally 1,000,000 yards on one play against us. Watch the run for the outside. We had a couple of dudes there. We end up not getting him before the first, though. Marshall feeling pretty good. They're marching down the field. They're trying to cut this to a single score lead. Hammond, though, and company are ready to bring him down for a loss of 1. Single high safety. 2nd and 11 now for Marshall. Chamberlain watching the running back out of the backfield. They go to the tight end, and we bring him down quickly. Based off where they are, this could be 4-down territory for Marshall. And they end up going short, so we'll see. I don't think they're kicking a field goal here. Okay. Honestly, I'm incorrect. They're kicking a field goal here from about the 30-ish yard line, 31, maybe like a 46, 47 yard field goal. This one's up. This one's got the distance. It is good. What a shot. So Marshall comes up, not with what they ultimately wanted, but they do get some points on the board here. They're ready to go. Trying to lock up on defense. This one is, we thought our guy was going to keep running. 2nd down, safety's coming up. You got the screen out. Looks like some blockings there, but 58, you got to get that dude. That's a linebacker. Pancake him. We could have looked to stretch that one a little bit to the edge, but we thought if that dude just gets one block, honestly, we're probably golden. Unfortunately, he didn't get that block. Buckner's out here rolling. Don't love what we see. We toss it up, and that could have been significantly worse. We're punting. Buchner's not a slow guy, but he's definitely not John McConnell from a speed perspective. And honestly, with what happened, Damon should have picked that off. But with what happened with our quarterback from running a little bit too much, we're trying to be a little bit more reserved in terms of how much we actually make those guys get out there and run. Now, this dude, we thought he's going to come back for a different pass, but the quarterback picks up 18. It genuinely felt like a play that they were going to end up going back across the middle. They did not. We paid the price. Antonio just got beat by Scarcell, who's having a heck of a game today. Scarcell has 3 grabs for 97 yards. He's on a heater right now. 1st and 10 again. Marshall just trying to cut this to a single score lead. A lot of play action fakes from them. And their quarterback just hit us with the okie doke. Ladies and gentlemen, this man might have his longest career run. 27 yards later, we're in shambles. We were in man defense. We had nobody sitting in zone except for our guy in the middle. And they broke to the wide side of the field where there was literally nobody. Oh my God, no. Buchner! Buchner! Oh, good Lord. Oh my God. Is that Bo Jackson at corner? We're in trouble. Stephen Gilmore just made the play of the game for Marshall. They're on the doorstep. Got to imagine a run is coming here. We know their QB can run, and ladies and gentlemen, Grant Wells is a problem. There's an argument to be made that we started passing the football, and that's where things went downhill. But honestly, our running game isn't getting the block, and we need it either. Marshall's playing at home. They've got all the confidence in the world, and it's absolutely showing. Safety's coming up in the box here. Trying to bait Derwin, though, cannot get away from the defensive end, and they pick him down for a 5-yard loss. This is a little bit where we're in shambles. 3rd and 13. Going right here to Dawkins. Mellow Dawkins picks up 16, and we needed every ounce of it. Here we go. We're actually going to bring Christensen across. I like what we got. Buchner's feeling the pressure. Yeah, we got to get rid of that one. Got to get rid of that one. 2nd and 10. Plenty of time on the clock for us to get some points to the board. Even a field goal here would be kind of nice. Mello's going to beat Gilmore. Melo's got him on the races, and he's going to be down inside the 15. That was close to being blocked, but he caught it and kept it moving. Things are getting crazy now. Minute 31. Felt like we were going to go ahead and pass that one. I'm switching over here to the run. It's going to be close. Moody's getting over to the left-hand side to secure that. Johnson up the middle. JoJo Johnson is going to be... He got a touchdown. I'm a little surprised, but JoJo... See you, big fella. Former quarterback turned running back. Looking pretty good right there to me. Now keep in mind that wasn't the, school record touchdown that we wanted for Derwin, but he has an entire half to still get that done. He can get the yardage mark, he can get the touchdown mark, all in one game. We need to make sure we stop this quarterback, though. We've made him pay a couple of times, but he's not fumbling anytime soon. Squad looking to lock in. We might have started QB spying the way that dude's running right now. Goes over here. We're going to light up his guy, but Devin Miller still picks up 8. Our guys are starting to look a little bit shaky. We need some pressure on that quarterback. Jackson Chamberlain's going to bring it in and gets the sack for a loss of 7. About time. There's been very little defense in today's game, and good Lord, it was good to see a sack finally. 2nd and 17. Oh, no. Scarcell is out of bounds. We'll take that. We can drop our guys back in coverage a little bit. We know a pass is obviously coming here. No shot they're running. If they do, they're going to be punting it because we're not giving up a big run. Philip Antonio. Use your hands, all 10 fingers, please. Despite the fact that he dropped another interception this season, I'm still okay with the fact that we didn't allow a 3rd down conversion. Miller Moody back here to return the punt. An opportunity to maybe get a couple of yards here. Moody's going to cut to the left-hand side. Again, he's fast. Just not as fast as we wanted. Still gets 15, though. With 37 seconds left, we want to try to get some more points on the board. Even a field goal is fine here, but we also have to realize that we haven't really gotten... Oh, my God. What is a... Buchner? What type of pass was that? Oh, my God. Buchner. Buchner. You dummy. What was that pass? We wanted points for us, not them. I mean, you want to talk about heartbreaking. I mean, that's heartbreaking. Lonnie Downs... 3 yards so far here in the first half. I'm trying to get him some more here. He's going to pick up the 1st down, and we've got 8 seconds left to try to get something to happen. Buchner has had some good moments so far in this game, but that last pass is inexcusable. I don't know how you really make a pass that poorly, but somehow he did. A couple of options here. We got Dawkins and Downs both going deep. Everyone else is pretty much a decoy. We had 2 guys potentially, but Buchner has had a rough first half. The running game will be absolutely a focus for us, but Gilmore is one of the main reasons why Marshall has a 3-point lead going into the second half. Here we go. The second half where we have to score more points than they do. Our team's out here. Look at the defense step up. Grant Wells thought he had something, but he was wrong. Wells has accounted for 2 touchdowns for them today on some pretty incredible running. If we want to make sure we lock them up here in the second half, we've got to control that dude from doing anything major. Chamberlain to company. Old McDaniel to 2 yards. Our defense needs a big stop right now. I'm praying we get some pressure on that quarterback. They go for a pass here. Look at Zion Shockney with the great pass breakup. Miller Moody had a 15-yard return earlier. We honestly might need triple that on this one. White's going to kick one a little bit shorter. Not sure if we can get the blocking we need for Moody. Moody does get a block. Bounces it out to the right-hand side. Miller Moody's trying to cut around a little bit. Miller Moody's feeling good, and he's going to get a much better return. 19 yards is 4 extra, but it felt way, way better. One of our big goals here in the second half is to get the running game much more involved. We had a great start there in the first half with it. We're going to keep Derwin pushing the tempo this half. And to be fair, a large reason why we want the running game to be more involved this half is because Buchner has looked not atrocious, but not exactly great either. Our goal on passing downs for him is to just keep it simple. You know, a couple of short passes, nothing too crazy. Keep the reads fairly simplistic. But no one's blocking for this man. But look at him show the legs. We'll take the 3. Just stay upright. 2nd and 7. JoJo Johnson's in. You dump it down. JoJo gets what looks to be 4. 3rd down. 3 to go. An opportunity possibly to bounce it outside if the running game holds up the blocks. Derwin barely got that 1st down, but got hit for that as well. We have not tried to read option at all today. Honestly, after seeing how they're lining up, we're not going to try that at all. We're not even going to risk it. They were ready for that 100%. We're going to switch the play up. We'll halfback counter coming. JoJo Johnson finding the carry and getting 7. JoJo's made a really good transition from being a quarterback to being a running back. Again, a lot for him to still learn, but the dude has done a pretty solid job. Look at Derwin. Not enough. We are trying to find ways to just keep the chains moving and putting the ball in the one dude's hands that has been pretty much flawless today, and that's Mr. Marvin Derwin. 5.5 yards per carry for Derwin. JoJo Johnson's coming to spell him in. We've been running the ball a whole lot today, so these dudes have needed to switch things around a little bit. Nothing positive there for JoJo, so we've got a 3rd down and 6. Again, a field goal ties this game up, but we don't really want to see a tie right now. We want to see a touchdown. Buchner getting the ball in his hands. He's got a guy open. Christensen's going to hold on to it. That was close, but we got it. Derwin back in the game. One guy to beat in the edge if we can get the proper blocking. Just kidding. We didn't get the proper blocking. Loss of 5. Marshall's defense gave up an unbelievable amount of points in that first half. They're doing so much better here in the second half. Buchner, 2nd and goal. We go here with Miller Mooney underneath, and it works. He gets just past the defender. Buchner actually throws a strike. We're in the end zone for our first passing touchdown of the day. Unreal resilience by the team. The offense is struggling, but we are finding ways to get it done right now. Magwood watching the middle. The pressure's there, and Isaac Vaca comes up for a sack. This is what I wanted to see from our team. Lock up on defense, show that we can get things done here. Chamberlain bringing the heat, though. Scarcell held on to it, however. Chamberlain's had a heck of a game. 2 sacks for him on the afternoon. The dude has been everywhere. We need more, though. 35. It's like a screen pass coming up. Chamberlain diagnoses it, but can he get there quick enough? They say he did. Marshall comes from a long line of cowards, and they're actually going to punt this football, allegedly. We'll see if they actually do. If they do, though, Miller Moody's back there ready to go. They punt the football on 4th and inches. Yeah, their coach is literally a coward, and I would never play for that guy. Come to CVU. Don't go to Marshall. What the heck just happened? Got a 4-point lead. We have the ball in our hands. We got the best player on the field, Mr. Marvin Derwin. Derwin getting things going a little bit. A little slow out of the backfield, but picks up 3 into the 4th quarter. Hold our lead is all we got to do. 2nd and 7, giving the ball right back to Derwin. Derwin's going to cut this back. Look at the vision by the young fella. Look at the vision for 11. It blows my mind that we had 3 rushing touchdowns with him in the first quarter, and we haven't gotten one back with him since. Got to find a way to get him involved out there. Look at Derwin again, cutting back up, picking up 6. To be perfectly honest, I'm afraid of passing the football with our main guy, our quarterback. Buchner, low play action. He's got a guy open here, and Harris goes for the dump down, and it works perfect. 1st and 10 to go again. Buchner. Oh, Jesus Christ. Help. 2nd and 10. Halfback screen's been 50-50 today. Good for the blocks. Not exactly the blocks we wanted, but we still make it manageable on 3rd down here. 3rd and 4. Even a field goal's fine. Field goal puts us in a manageable spot. JoJo Johnson's in the game. Spelling him. JoJo trying to get out here to the edge. JoJo's going to get down to the 6-yard line, and we're cooking again. This is the most we've run the ball from a traditional running sense in a very long time. Derwin again out on this play. JoJo in the backfield, cuts up the middle, gets hit pretty hard, but he gets to the 4. 2nd and goal. One major guy on the outside. Looks like Gilmore. It's a playmaker. Derwin's going to cut it up, and Derwin's in. That is a school record right there. Marvin Derwin, the most rushing touchdowns in a game. 4. Previously held by Coach Mervyn McMurvin, who holds every record that has not been broken just yet. That's our running back right there. And just to make matters worse, we simmed the kickoff, and Gilmore went 96 yards for a touchdown. I hate it here. So this game just got incredibly spicy. 1st and 10. And a whole lot of yards we made up. Our guy Dame is out here running wild. This man treats it effectively as a bootleg. Damon dove instead of sliding because he's not a quarterback and he's not used to it. We just turned the ball over with a 5-point lead in their territory. Damon made a phenomenal play, realized the blitz was heavy, got up out of there, and here we are in shambles. Your quarterback's out here. Can we get him to fumble again, please? This game's absolutely coming down to the wire. This dude, Grant Wells, is a problem. We need to hit him hard and make him fumble in this cold weather. 17 first downs to their 7, and somehow they're still in this game. It's unreal. Our defense has given up so many points, so many big plays. We've been in shambles all afternoon. We're on the cusp of losing this game. Marshall has to get in the end zone here. That's the big part of this drive for them. 2nd is some change. We got a lot of guys there. I thought it was a fumble. 3rd and 4. For QB spying here. This is a big play. Gotta watch their quarterback. He's been the biggest yardage guy for them. I don't know how that was completed, but now I'm crying. I mean, if you ask me, that's an illegal pick by Scarcell. The dude literally picked our guy. We can't argue now. 1st and goal. They're not going to call the home cooked treatment. What are we going to do but make a play? Look at Magwood. Obviously a pass play. We're still kind of quasi looking for a QB spy, though. They go to the edge. We got Chamberlain. Chamberlain can't make the tackle, and Shadid Ahmed. It's a touchdown for Marshall to have the lead with 2:28 left on the clock. Now keep in mind, the way the score is, they want to go for 2. We need our guys to get over here. Line up properly. Get some pressure on the quarterback. Caps is our one guy to make his stop, and he did. So a field goal wins this game. But I want more. The beauty of this drive is with 2:28. All of our timeouts. We do not have to go out here and just be pass happy. We can run the football and be fine. We just have to be a little bit more smart about our runs. Something to keep in mind as well is that on that previous drive where we scored the touchdown with Marvin Derwin, he tied the school record for most rushing touchdowns in a season with 10. A lot of pressure, and I have a lot of questions. This definitely feels like one of those situations where if we have McConnell, even though he might be a little rattled being a true freshman, you got to imagine he would get the job done. 3rd and 9. They're playing the slants. We got Lonnie Downs there, and you got literally just enough. Minute 50 on the clock. Again, we do not have to pass every down. We can get some runs in there and be fine. Keep Marshall on their toes. I like Derwin. I like Derwin a lot. And look at that man get 12 big yards. That's our running back right there. This man is putting on an absolute clinic today. Despite not having really a threat in the passing game, the man has been incredible. We got one over the top here. And Kalen Harris. Kalen Harris is moving. Kalen Harris is inside the 10. We're on their doorstep again. Got to be honest, that was a run there that I didn't know a pass that I didn't think would actually get past the defender, but somehow it did. Derwin. You can tell he's tired right now. Derwin has a career high 26 rushes for 130 plus yards, 4 touchdowns. JoJo Johnson coming in again because Derwin is beyond gas. Now we're at 3rd and goal. We need a touchdown here. No expectations, but a touchdown. 3rd and goal. They're ready for the play. Derwin's going to try to get to the edge, and Marvin Derwin on the halfback toss, which has been killing Marshall today. 5 rushing touchdowns and a new school record of 11 on the season. Plenty more to come. It's a big-time player making a big-time play. Now with a 5-point lead, we get a 2-point conversion here. We're in a good spot. Buchner drops back. He's got a guy open, and Christensen gets a 3-yard grab to extend the lead to 7. Marshall needs a touchdown to tie this thing up. 42 seconds on the clock. This has been a really tough game. We've been battling hardcore, but we can definitely get this W. We just got to make sure we don't let anything go deep on us. They're going with the halfback screen, which seems interesting. Shockley's trying to get there. He runs into his own guy. Edmonds is going to keep him up, and then we're going to clean him up to keep him in bounds. Remember, Marshall used 1 timeout with us. They now have used 1 timeout now, so they have 1 left in the game. 2nd and 5. Magwood again, watching the middle. They go for a quick pass underneath, and Antonio's there. We're gonna switch to cover 4. They got 3rd and 3. They're going deep. We got Edmonds there. Edmonds gets beat over the top. Edmonds, you gotta get a hand up. What a catch. You know our guys are gassed, but we're in cover 4 for a reason. You cannot let anything beat you over the top like that. 15 seconds left. Marshall has 1 timeout. They go across the middle. Shockley with the big hit, but he still holds on to it. Switching our coverage up. 1st and goal again. Marshall's feeling good. 8 seconds. They have 1 timeout. What are our guys doing? What are our guys doing? I have all the questions in the world. What are they doing? Oh, they went for... They missed the extra point? Oh my God. They missed the extra point. And then they kicked the onside kick weave into the midfield. I wasn't even paying attention. We're going to walk out here with a W because Marshall missed an extra point. They missed the... We're going to get the W. We should have been going overtime because they didn't recruit the right kicker. We're good. Unbelievable finish in today's game. I mean, we don't have a great kicker, but look at we have a running back, 142, 5 touchdowns. The man broke 2 records today, not the yardage record, but the touchdown record for both single game and season. That's our running back. And there you have it there at the bottom. Marshall had the 10-yard pass to Miller from Wells, and they missed the extra point. They didn't go for 2. They missed the extra point. Thank you. Recapping the stats in what was a game that had literally no defense today. Buchner goes 17 to 27, 267 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 very, very bad interceptions, and a lot of bad throws in the mix of that. Derwin goes for 28 attempts, 142 yards, 5 touchdowns. The man was the single reason why offensively we were capable today. JoJo Johnson as well got in the end zone, played pretty well in sparing of Mr. Derwin, but I'm happy with how the ground game looked. In the air again, because we have our backup guy in, not a lot we can really expect here. 4 for 9 for Derwin on the halfback screens. Moody at 3 for 66, including 1 touchdown. Should have had 2, but it's neither here nor there. Harris at 3 for 85, coming up big late in the game. Downs only had 24 yards. It's a guy we expected the ball a little bit more, and Dawkins had some big catches, but again, we got to get more volume, but that won't happen until our main signal caller is back. On defense, a lot of guys I'm proud of today, but none more than Jackson Chamberlain. 6 tackles, 2 sacks, had a forced fumble today as well that was recovered by Magwood. These 2 dudes really held us in check. Everybody else, I'm kind of questioning what you're doing. A shout out to Isaac Vaca as well, getting a sack today to keep that pressure on the quarterback. It was a narrow victory, but a victory nonetheless. We're going to improve our record to 6-1 on the season and show those recruits that you should be coming to Cascade Valley. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. I'll catch you guys in the next one.